Slakia. Slakia. All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all the honor, and all the infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and citations, and safety and mercy, and blessings to the hopeful elect. All right. And I was just meditating, or actually, I'm going to do a lesson over the topic of the Lord's creation, specifically His animals, man, His creatures. All right, the fowls of the air, the beasts of the field, and the swimming things in the water. All right, and the creepy crawling things on the ground. Okay, the Lord's animals. All right, His creatures, and his insects, His birds, his whales, His fish. Okay, all right, and everything in between. Okay, and what's so special about them, and what's so amazing about Yahweh Shemiel Shai, that he's created all these specific animals, and they all have their own characteristics and the way they live and all that, and they all look different, and everything. The Lord is about variety, man. That's one thing I love about Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, and every single animal represents spiritually, has their own spirit, and also spiritually represents something, man. Okay, when when you come across an animal, all right, uh, you know that the Lord is using that animal as a sign for you, man. If it may be good or bad, like, hey, you should do this now, or hey, watch out. This animal that you just seen, okay. Uh, it's a sign that, hey, you should be getting on a different path, or get on. Stop being a sluggard, or start. Slow down, or or watch out, or hey, the Lord's protecting you, or hey, you're on the right path, or hey, the Lord's with you, etc. All right, or something's nearby, or you're etc. And what sparked this lesson was something that happened to me, uh, not too long ago. I spotted an animal, uh, um, and it was a special insect, and I'm not going to get too specific with what animal it was, and and what it meant to me, because it's kind of pretty personal, okay. But what I will talk about is the spiritual side, right? The spiritual aspect, okay. Once I seen the animal crawling on my wall, I knew what, uh, well, there and then, the you know it was it was a spiritual sign, man. It was a sign from Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. On what specifically to do, or I'm not going to get into that. All right, like I said, I'm gonna keep it personal. All right, keep it to myself. All right, but I didn't even think carnally at all. All right, yeah, it. When you see a poisonous or because it was a venomous insect, okay. But when you see someone, venomous insect or something like that, you don't want it in your household. You kill it, or take it outside. Get it out of your sleeping quarters, or your resting area, okay. So, but once I seen it, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking, man, you know, the Lord's showing me something instantly, bang. Because before this truth, I would just look at an animal or something like that and just be like, whoa, let's get this out of the room or something like that, and just be at awe with it. I wouldn't even think about the spiritual aspect of stuff like that, man. All right, but when you come into this truth, uh, the Lord opens your third eye, your spiritual eye, your spiritual, spiritual self, man. Okay, and you become less carnal. All right, you're more aware of the carnality of things, and the spiritual side of things as well. All right, and you act upon those accordingly, man. Okay, but This is Job chapter 12, verse 7. All right. But ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. All right. So the Lord has created these animals, all right, to help us, all right, to show us things, to represent things as signs, man. Because the Lord is spiritual, man. All right, because we're commanded to be spiritual. All right, we're spiritual. We're the most spiritual men out here, man, on the face of the planet. The men of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, and they the scriptures say a spiritual man will hearken into spiritual things. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay, and judge the spirit by the spirit. Right? We judge all things spiritually. Okay, we don't look on the outward appearance of a man. I mean, we do, but you know, sometimes the outward appearance of a man or a woman shows what kind of spirit is on them or what kind of spirit they come in. Okay, but ultimately, we know what's inside the spiritual aspect of that person, which lies within, is more important than what's outside, because the scriptures tell us, or talks about, these wicked scribes and Pharisees. They focus on cleaning the outside of the cup and on the outside appearance of themselves, the inward selves, man. All right, which is wicked, which is carnal, which is not very smart and wise according to Yahweh Shema Shai. So, plus, some examples like the Lord's favorite animals, the lion, the doves, the sheep. Okay, the lion represents, his people. Okay, the strength and resiliency and the power. The Lord likens the lion unto us. Our men. Okay, us. All right. The the dove, it's innocency. Same with the lamb, it's innocency, and it's, in a way that it gives itself up, you know, its whole self up, to its shepherd, man. Okay, and that's what we're likened unto. We give our whole lives to Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, that sacrificial lamb. Okay, which is Yahweh Shai. So I'm just gonna, it's just one precept, man. I pray that this was edifying to the hopeful elect. I want to give all praises. And plus, oh no, let me get into, precept, the ant. Look, just a quick one. Look at the ant, thou sluggard. Okay, Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6. It says, "Go to the ant." All right, the little insect. Those ant hills. We all know what an ant is. Thou sluggard. What's a sluggard? Someone who's lazy. All right, a lazy spirited person, a lazy person, man. Okay, the Lord hates that. Okay, and we all have a little sluggard side to us, man. Some more than others, some less than others. Okay, go to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise. All right, and what do ants do? They're constantly working, man, toiling around. Right. We're supposed to be toiling around righteously. The scriptures say, um, uh, to occupy while Yahushua comes. Okay, it's like it. And occupy doing what? The will of the Lord, preaching. Okay. Luke 19:13, it says, "And he called his 10 servants, a complete amount of number, and delivered them 10 pounds, and said unto them, Occupy till I come." All right. And that's what we're commanded to do. Not just sit around and do whatever we want, do what we want to do. No, we're supposed to be doing the will of Yahweh Shem Shai, preaching. All right. Teaching what we have been taught, getting edified, praying. Okay. Keeping the commandments of the Lord. All right. Celebrating his high holy days. Okay. Rehearsing the righteous acts of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay. Being charitable, being loving towards one another. All right. All right. All right, waking up the hopeful elect, going out there on the highways and byways. All right, reading, studying, getting closer to Yahweh Shemi Shai, praying, fasting, repenting daily. Okay, so I pray that this was edifying to the hopeful elect. I'm going to give all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Kakwadash, DTA, Bob the Ball. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.